Okay, as we enter Thursday's trading session here in India, let's take a look at what happened globally with respect to the US, Europe, and Asia this morning. Now, the US came back with a vengeance last night. The S&P was up over 2%, its best day since June. The Nasdaq up 2.7%, pulling out of correction territory for sure and sharply reversing post the 10% sell-off that we saw in the last three sessions. The stocks which are hardest hit in the last three sessions are the ones, ironically, which recovered the most. So Tesla, of course, 11% up yesterday. Apple, 4% up, reclaiming the $2 trillion market cap mark. Now, it's not just the live markets which gave you good gains. The futures were also fairly positive. So Dow futures were up around 20 points. S&P futures were also up around 20-30 points. And then Nasdaq 100 futures were up 0.3%. So it seems that the US markets are firmly clawing back lost ground. However, with that being said, they still have a little way to go to catch up to where they were three trading sessions ago. Now, Asia this morning responded positively to the strong US handover. The Nikkei was up 0.67%. The Topix was up 0.66%. The Kospi in Korea was up 1.09%. So in Korea, you had a very interesting IPO, Kakao Games, which actually bounced 100% on listing day, higher than the issue price, minutes after the IPO. So it pretty much opened up 100%. So that's got the Kospi fairly invigorated. Now, shares in Australia also enjoying the party. They're up 1.11%. So one of the largest gainers in Asia Pacific this morning, but they were also one of the largest losers over the last couple trading sessions. So overall, the MSCI index ex-Japan traded around 0.4% higher, which is pretty healthy. And coming down to Europe, the Pan-European Stock 600 closed up 1.6% yesterday. They had a pretty good day. Over here, your tech and telecom stocks were the stars, up over 2% each. However, your travel and leisure stocks bucked the trend. They were down 0.8%, capping some of the gains. Now, two commodities we need to check into, as always, oil and gold. Oil futures on Wednesday clawed back a lot of the lost ground. However, a rebound in COVID-19 cases kept your gains in check. Also kept your global demand concerns alive. Now, Brent crude rose $1.21, which is great, 3% higher to over $40. Let's remember, $40 is a key support for oil. So Brent is now firmly again at $41 per barrel. It had dropped more than 5% on Tuesday, below 40 for the first time since June, just to give you some perspective. So it's very important that we reclaim that 40 mark. US crude also was up 1.29% or 3.5% higher, and they again are at $38 per barrel, and they had fallen nearly 8% over the previous two sessions. So good recovery seen there as well. Now gold finally starting to play its part, highest in a week, given the choppiness in the equity markets. Every time the choppiness in the equity markets goes up, we see people buying gold for safety. So that's what we're seeing this week. Gold rose 0.7%, and this is spot gold I'm talking about, to $1,945 per ounce. And then your US gold futures settled up 0.6% and $1,954 per ounce. So still a way to go from 2080 where we were, but definitely making up some of the lost ground we saw over the last week or so.